make a start. I'm just going to record. So, good evening, everybody. I'm Charlotte Whittle, and I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne. And I wanted to do this training tonight to focus really on bonusing your district, your central district, and the importance of that. Really. Now, I don't believe that you need to be a district manager to be aiming to bonus your district. You can be a brand new consultant that can follow this plan. And you can make that as part of your journey to get into district. In my opinion, this works. This is all I've ever done in terms of bonusing my district. And I went back through my, the last 15 months of my business, and I have consistently bonused my district for the last 14 months. I have not missed a month of bonusing my district for the last 14 months. And I want to explain why that is. That's because when I first started Arbonne, I remember going to region trainings and always Rebecca Saxton and Michelle Bennett bonus the district, area bonus, every time, no matter what. And I didn't look at that room of people and think, oh, that's just 2 people out of 40 people that are bonusing it. It must be really hard. I looked at that and I was like, they do it every month. I need to do it every month. Like, I just absolutely thought that was something that I had to do. Add to that then, being trained in Vegas by Debbie Neal on the importance of bonusing your district and it being the lifeblood of your growing business. That then just solidified for me the absolute importance of doing that district bonus. Debbie Neal's voice rings in my ears, and her voice, she said that if you're not bonusing your district, you're relying on someone else to build your business. If you're bonusing your district, it means that you are bringing new people into your business and you're bringing new volume into your business every single month. So I just believe that it's one of those things that you've got to do. Plus, like, I come from a social work background where it didn't matter how hard I worked. We always got paid exactly the same every month. For me, this is Arbonne saying to me, if you want to work a bit harder than other people, there's extra money for you on the table. Like, it's an extra £125. I know if I held that out to each and every one of you, you'd snap my hands off. It's 125 quid just for doing your job, additional income. So I certainly want you all to get comfortable with your district bonus. Stop it from being a white elephant, like this mythical blooming unicorn that's so difficult. It isn't. It's easy to do, and you should be doing it every month if you're working your business. Anyone that's not in my team, can I just say I am really brutal and really to the point. So if I scare you a little bit, don't be scared. I just like to just have facts about what we need to do. So please don't be scared. So yeah, make a promise to yourself right now that no matter what, you are doing your district bonus this month. I think you can decide that 3 days before the end of the month. I honestly do. I don't think you need to have decided on the first day of the month that you're doing district bonus. So district bonus is 5,000 QVs in your central district. So that's you and any consultants and preferred clients. And it's 5 new sign-ups with a minimum of 150 QV order. That's your district bonus. And so for me, my central district, it's absolutely vital for me that I'm always growing it, because my aim is to pop district managers out. You want to be a district manager making machine, which means they're moving out of that central district all of the time. So in my region, we've got 12 district managers. 10 of those are direct to me. So they've all popped out of my central district. They've gone. And every time they go, I'm adding new ones in so that I'm helping them to build their business and pop out exactly the same. The month that we went region qual, and then the next month when we completed region, we had 7 people do their district bonus. Oh my God, blooming amazing. And I will just say now, your paycheck is awesome when you've got that many people that are striving for their bonus by you helping people to do their bonus. I mean, I say helping people. You don't really need that much help to do your district bonus because it's just doing Arbonne. But you want to be teaching people from the off. My team will all smile and nod now, I hope. We don't talk maintenance in my team at all, ever. In fact, I think there are 2 people on this call that don't even know what maintenance is for their level, Louise Fletcher being one of them. She is a district manager. I don't even think you knew that there was a maintenance, because we just talk bonusing. From the minute someone's a district manager, we're talking what bonuses. From the minute someone's an area manager, we're talking what bonuses. Because if there's a bonus there on the table, I believe that people should be striving for it. You're always going to fall short of what you aim for. So if all you're aiming for is maintenance, you will fall short and you will not maintain your district. Do not aim for 2,500. I know that's a building block. I know people train on it, but I train on 5,000 because I think that's the most important building block, in my opinion. So if you've got a pen and a paper, unless you're direct to me, in which case you probably know this, but you might want to write it down again. It's only the same as I always talk about, but I'm just going to go over it again. So 5,000 QVs, in my opinion, looks like this every month for me, every single month. Every month I bring in at least 2 new independent consultants. And because of my pipeline and the way that I'm constantly in conversation with people, getting in front of them with a presentation and getting ready to sign them up, generally by the first week of the month, like generally the first day of the month, I've got people that I'm saying, right, come on, let's get you started right now, today. So generally, I'm signing at least 2 new consultants up in the first week of the month. Now, I'm going to be a bit brutal now. I am. I love you all to pieces. But if you're not sponsoring, you're not doing Arbonne. You're really not. So I know that there are people out there that say that they really wanted to sponsor someone this month, but it just wasn't the month for them. No, you've not spoke to enough people. It's my opinion that I'm bringing in at least 2 new consultants to my business every month. I might have to speak to 70 people to get 2 people to say yes. But I do not stop speaking to people until I've sponsored those people. So for me, it's not about, oh, I've got 2 people that I'm in conversation with this month. Then they said no. So that's it. I've not brought anyone in. It doesn't work like that for me. I can see Laura Rigby's confused face because I know that she works like this anyway. She would never dream of not sponsoring people into her business. And I think there's a little bit, I'm talking to my team right now, love you all to pieces, but there's a little bit of complacency in terms of sponsoring at the moment. People are not sponsoring. I don't know what that's about. I believe it's a mindset thing, and I believe you just need to turn it off because people are looking for this. You've got myself on here. You've got Laura Rigby on here, who we were professionals, working mums that have been able to leave our jobs because of Arbonne. Why do people not want that? Like, you get my confused face when you tell me that you can't sponsor people because I don't understand. Vicky Mills works full time, at least 60 hours a week, and has her children and sponsors people on a regular basis. And I believe it's just because she's telling them the Arbonne story and just because she's sharing that information with them. People want what we've got. If people are not saying yes to you, you might need to tweak what you're doing. But if you honestly look at your sponsoring numbers and you honestly believe you're speaking to enough people, then talk to me because I'll help you. But I do not believe that people that are not sponsoring are speaking to enough people. I don't. That's just my belief from seeing this business and seeing the way it grows. So you're aiming to bring 2 people in. Now, the reality is not every person you sponsor into Arbonne's going to do it. Shock, shock, horror. Some might quit. Some might go on witness protection. Some might completely disappear off the face of the earth. Can you believe it? Who would ever imagine it? But it's true. So you want to sponsor more than 2, really. So I tend to sponsor 4 people a month and I'll welcome them. And then generally 2 of them you'll never see ever again because people just disappear. Or people just wanted to buy at 35% discount. That's not my stuff. That's their stuff. That's their decision. But so your 2 new people, with your pen and paper now, draw a little circle and put number 1 and another little circle and put number 2. Like this. 1 and 2. Okay? That's new consultant number 1, and that's new consultant number 2. Underneath new consultant number 1, put business order 400 to 600 QVs. Now, most people do more than that. Most people do more than 400 to 600 QVs with a business order. But if we put 400 to 600, it'll be clear as we go through why I've put that number. So put that under number 1 and then put it under number 2. 400 to 600 QVs under 1 and 400 to 600 QVs under number 2. Because as you sign up your new consultant, you want to help them to do at least that, to get their tools, to get their business going, at least that in an order. They need products for themselves to be using and for their families. So you want to be making sure that you are confident enough. You're asking somebody to invest some money in something that they probably hadn't heard of before you shared it with them. If you're not confidently doing that, they're not going to. They're going to be terrified. So what you need to be doing is being a business professional that's speaking from experience, that's somebody that's done that themselves, and you're showing other people how to do that. We all know without tools, growing this business is nigh on impossible. So you need to be setting your people up. I used to really struggle, particularly from a social work background, I used to really struggle asking people to do a business order. And then what I realised was people were just failing. People were just falling flat on their face constantly because they didn't have any tools. And I realised that I wasn't being fair because I wasn't confident enough to explain it to them properly and show them properly how to do a business order. I was allowing them to fail at their business. So I think the best thing you can do is really help people to choose the right tools to be growing their business. So you've got consultant 1, consultant 2, you've got business order 400, 600 QVs. Underneath that, you want to put 2 times launches. Underneath both, 2 times launches. And again, underneath those, write 400 to 600 QV. So I just wanted to explain briefly about launches. So in my team, I teach generally 2 product-led launches and at least 1 business launch. When I was introduced to Arbonne, we only did business launches. The products were in like another room. Nobody even went near them. I don't even think people thought there was anything to do with products because it was so strictly business. But I think that we've kind of adapted what we do and how we do it. And the reason why we do product-led launches is because a lot of people within your new consultants network won't necessarily want to do the business. But they do want to be a customer and they do want to use nice products and they do want to support that person. Plus, you're getting your new consultant a paycheck if you're selling product at those launches. So definitely in my team, if you're someone else's team and someone else's downline, just check the way that your team does it. But we do at least 2 product-led launches where we're selling 400 to 600 QVs worth of product at each. And then we're going to do a business launch, but we call it a dream team. And it tends to be anybody that you believe would be really good at doing Arbonne. Anyone that's shown interest at these 2 events and the people that you want on your board of directors. And I'm getting them around a kitchen table, in the living room, wherever, and I'm sharing the business presentation with them so that my 2 new consultants are starting off on a footing where they're going to have a couple of new consultants joining them. This is what I'm helping them to do in that process. Then underneath that, you want to write personal activity. So underneath personal activity, write 3 times product events. So I do believe that you want to be doing at least 3 product workshops a month. So you just want to be asking someone to get a couple of the girls round. It doesn't have to be a big deal. 3 to 4, maybe even 5 or 6 girls at the most. And you're just going to go through RE9 and makeup or whatever with them. And you're going to sell product 3 times a month, I believe. At those 3 events, you're going to meet people that you can arrange one-to-ones with. So I tend to, my first couple of weeks of the month are focused on my new consultants, getting them launched, doing what we're doing. My last couple of weeks of the month, I tend to be focused on my product workshops that I'm doing, because I know I'm going to be meeting new people. I'm going to be booking one-to-ones with them, so that come the next month, they're in a position to get going if Arbonne's something they want to do. And that tends to be how my months will cycle like that. Now, if you do the maths, if you're launching your new consultants twice and having a dream team, that's 6. And then you're doing your own 3 product events, that's 3 more. I've not got enough fingers, I have. That's 9 nights a month you're out, or days or mornings or whatever. 9, that's it. If I showed you my paycheck for last month, to believe that you could get paid that, obviously we were doing region, I was out a lot more than 9, but that's a whole other story. But if I can teach someone how to bring in £300 to £600 a month being out 9 nights, I mean, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The more you do product launches, the more you do product workshops, the quicker you get at them and the slicker you get at them. I usually get there to start for 7:30 and I am out of that door by 9:30. You do not need to be there any later than that, because you may as well have a job if you are. If you're there until 11, 12 o'clock at night, I'm looking at Vicky Mills, love her to pieces, but she likes to chat, she'll be there all night. So literally, I'm just in and out. Because people, when they go to Clarins or Clinique to buy a product, they don't hear 45 things about that product. I know their Aunt Mary loved it because of this, this and this. They literally hear a couple of facts about the products and they try it. Don't overwhelm people with information. We are overtrained in this business. Do not overwhelm people. You want to tell people a fact about a product, another fact about a product, and a reason why you love it. And that's it. People want to come out, they want to have a glass of Prosecco, they want to have fun. Buy some products and go home, that's it. Don't make it too complicated. It doesn't need to be. Back to my plan. So then underneath that, you've got following up with your existing clients and your own orders. So you want to write 200 to 400 QVs under that. So now if you look through that and were to add it up, what you would find is if everybody did the minimum, so the 400 QVs, you would have 3,800 QVs. If people did the maximum, which is the 600 QVs, you would have 5,800 QVs, Central District. You would have at least a couple of new preferred clients from your workshops. You'd have had your 2 new consultants and anyone that they've signed up, and that is all Central District volume. At least 5,800 Central District volume from following that plan and doing that. Your paycheck as a consultant, so not as a district manager, just as a consultant, will be between £300 and £600, depending on where the product moved from. Has it moved from consultants or from preferred clients? How awesome is that? Now, I believe that that's simple. Imagine if you taught 4 other people how to have a month like that. Imagine if you taught 4 other people. Because if you did, you would be an area manager. So in month 2, so you did month 1 like that, and then month 2, you're doing the exact same thing. But your 2 new consultants that you brought in and you launched and you got going and you trained, they're going to do the exact same thing. Their month is going to be exactly the way you taught them to be. You're going to do at least 5,800 QVs, and so are they. And you will be an area qual well on your way to area manager in month 2. Does that make sense? If you can get into your head that that is what you want to be doing in terms of activity and bringing people in, I do not believe that sponsoring 2 people in a month is a lot. If you're actually in enough activity and speaking to enough people, I don't. So just, that's it. 2, and you're going to launch them really well. It all compounds over time. It's not a perfect storm, but it works, and that is how you can bonus your district. That's how I bonus my district every month. That's all I'm doing. Because I felt like I needed a bit of a job description. I felt like I needed a bit of a, like, Arbonne for dummies. This is exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do So that's what I do. In terms of being out and speaking to people, so if you spoke to your warm market people, I just wanted to touch on cold market. I meet people all of the time in my cold market. It always works better when I'm doing something that I'm doing anyway. So I know that like my central district needs a severe boost of life. So I need to meet some new people. So I'm going to a new nail shop. She'll go somewhere different for my eyebrows. I've just signed my kids up for a new gymnastics class, and I've joined my little girl up to a dance class. So this month I'm going to go to 4 new places and meet new people. So for me, I can then also be contacting my warm market, but I'm out doing stuff anyway. And as a result of that, I'm explaining to people what I do and saying that they might be really good at what I do, and I'd love to sit down with them and talk to them about it. But I'm being purposeful, because if you actually want to grow your central district and you want to grow your business, you've got to be purposeful. You can't just be, oh, I'm at work today, so that's all I'm doing. And tomorrow I'm at work, so that's all I'm doing. That is not how people like me, like Laura, like Vicky, grow their business. I know in the morning, Vicky Mills gets up. She knows she's going to work. She knows she might need to remove someone's kids. She knows she might be in court. But within that day, I know she plans to drop products off or pick products up or do a one-to-one. And that's part of her working day. She's not just leaving it to chance whether she may or she may not meet somebody. And I know why Vicky does that. She does that because that's what I did. That's how I built my business. Oh, really fast. Right. Laura Rigby, are you ready? Let me unmute you. Go.
Hi everyone, thanks for that, Charlotte. Oh my God, I've just been scribbling down notes. I'm like, yes, I can bonus my district twice over now. Do that recipe. I love that. Really, really love it. So just to kind of introduce myself, some of you may know me, some may not. My name is obviously Laura Rigby, and I'm an area manager within the Hawes region, which is my sister's region. Just a little bit of background on me. I worked in corporate for 18 years. And I thoroughly loved what I did for years, but then I was in a situation where I had to reapply for my own job due to redundancy 3 times. I got my job back 3 times, but it meant I watched all my friends lose their jobs. So I needed a plan B. And even though I looked on the outside all rosy, we live in a beautiful house by the water, we've got 2 lovely cars, we go on holiday, but the fact of the matter was I didn't have a pay rise for 5 years. So I was keeping up appearances, if you like. So for me, I needed Arbonne, but I just did not know what Arbonne looked like or where this plan B was going to come from. So I really feel grateful every single day. And I honestly say to my sister, every time I see her, God, thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my biggest top tip for anybody sharing this business opportunity, please don't make it about you. Please share this business opportunity with people, because you never know when someone needs you. The lady I sponsored this week literally kind of grabbed hold of me and said, I actually prayed for this, but I didn't know what it was going to look like. And she contacted me out of the blue and asked me to contact me about a 30-day detox. She couldn't then afford to do it. I said, look, I want to come and meet you anyway. Upon speaking to her about the business, then now she's in my team. She's a university lecturer. She's got a PhD. She's amazing. She's incredible. And just because the month of January is not right for someone to do a 30-day detox, because she's got 4 children, they've all got a birthday in the same week in January, imagine it. But but I just want to say to you about that, is just don't ever make this business about you. Really do have quite a thick skin, because people will say no, people won't get it, but actually just don't make it about you. And that's my biggest top tip, because I'm so thankful that my sister didn't, and she didn't have a corporate ego. She just looked at it, and it's helped her life too. So fast forward 21 months, I resigned from the bank. I left on Christmas Eve. I still can't quite believe I've not got a BlackBerry going off every 3 seconds. I feel like I can hear it, but I haven't got one. I now own my own life, and just, amazing. And just what Charlotte said today, I went for a one-to-one. The lady didn't turn up. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to meet 3 new people in this coffee shop. I moved my table. I went to sit on a big table in a busy coffee shop, and what happens? People come and sit next to me. So an RE9 kit later and a one-to-one, and then that was my morning doing Arbonne. So people are everywhere. As Rita Davenport said, only if you bumped into people, only if there were not 64 million people in the UK. They're everywhere. So I would definitely encourage you to kind of get out of your house. You're not going to find a national vice president. in your kitchen. So get out of your house and meet people, and that's exactly what I do. So just some top tips for me. I think actually the specifics of doing district manager, I wouldn't really add or confuse any message about what Charlotte said, because I really love that message. I really love that clear instruction about how to kind of go forward and create that 5,000 bonus. For me, the thing to say to you is that this is the heartbeat of your business. And you really have to think of it like that. So it doesn't matter how big your organisation gets. If you think of your whole business as a human body, your district manager bonus is your heart that's beating. And if you don't bonus that, it stops. Your business might not die that month, but it will, because that's the slight edge theory, right? So whatever little thing you're doing or don't do can massively impact on your business. So yeah, for me, the 5,000 bonus is no matter what. And, you know, unlike Charlotte, I have missed that, not by trying. Do you know what I mean? By, you know, I did really try. Actually, when I reflected back on that, I think, did I get into action quick enough? Did I follow up well that month? So you never have a bad month in Arbonne, you just don't have enough activity. Or you know really where you went wrong and what you need to learn from that. That's fine. Just forgive yourself and make sure you don't make the same mistake twice. So if any of you have met my sister, and, you know, being coached by Tessa is kind of like just no nonsense, get on with it, just learn from it, go again. And I think the thing as well with duplication, whatever you do, your team will do. And, you know, to not have your name up there on a region training saying district manager bonus needs to hurt. It needs to hurt. And actually one month I did that. I didn't even want to go to region. I felt like I wanted to cry because I didn't want to sit there knowing that everyone would know that I didn't get my bonus. And that's the thing you need to feel about. Actually, you're showing your team what's possible. So you have responsibilities to people that you're bringing into your team to show them how it's done. And what I was going to say as well is this is your job, actually. Arbonne is like a job. Until you get to be, you know, Gordon Fraser in LA, you know, actually, you know, he still does his, you know, his bonus, I'm sure. But the thing is, this is a job. So when you're looking at your diary and you've got your personal strategy form and you're looking at, you know, your diary, highlight those 9 nights out of your diary. Book them in already, highlight them, and then put the activity, put the names in there. So I think if you don't highlight actually when you're going to physically work your Arbonne business, you can kind of, the week can go past. You think, oh, I didn't actually do a night or whatever. So I would definitely kind of connect your goals to your actual diary and physically highlight them as well. So if you're going to do 2 drop-offs, physically highlight that and then put someone's name in when you're going to do it as well. That goes both ways. So I remember one month I said to Tessa, oh, I'm going to do 50 one-to-ones. I'm still working, you know, full-time in the bank with my 3 kids. And she was like, can you do that, Laura? And I was like, yep, I'm doing it. But the reality was, do you mean I need to connect with my diary? So then I couldn't do that. So I think that's a really, really important thing to do. And I think with this as well, it's just to have intention and link your district manager bonus with your why. If you don't do your bonus, you're choosing not to achieve your why because they will equal each other. And my why can make me cry. And if yours can't, then you haven't connected it emotionally. And I'm big on that. I'm really big on that. The AIT incentive on my fridge, the colouring pencils are ready and waiting. And the boys have already coloured in level 1. When can we colour in level 2, Mum? When can we swim with the dolphins, Mum? It's every day. When can I swim with the dolphins, Mum? How close are we? They're not going to do that because they know about it. So it's got to be emotionally connected, whatever that is for you. And I'll just add this. When I first started in the business, absolutely love Emma Sangster and everything she stands for. And I messaged her and said to her, tell me the secret of Arbonne. She said, okay, I'll tell you 2 things. Only ever pretend your month is a 2-week month and never, ever, ever miss your district manager bonus. So that advice, that great advice, my first week of Arbonne just stands. Get into massive activity from day 1 and just literally pretend your month is just for 2 weeks. All right, so go for it, everybody. And yeah, I hope I'll meet you one day soon.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Laura, for just coming and talking to us a little bit. I think it's really nice to hear from other people, particularly ones like you that are just in a massive activity. Like, it was only 3 months ago you came and stayed at my house and you were building to this then. Like, I could see that. One of the things that I think for me is key is you can choose at any point to take your business to region. When I've watched people and I've seen, it is literally just a decision. But the biggest part of that decision is stepping away from your upline and from everybody else and saying, I am just doing this on my own. And I think that's key. Bonus in your district gives you the blueprint to go, I'm doing this on my own and I'm going to teach other people how to do this. Because that's all it is. A region is 12 bonusing districts. That's it. So get bonusing and teach other people how to do it. Thank you all for taking the time tonight to get on this call. Please don't let it just be a woohoo. Please get off this call and physically ring people and arrange to sit down with them. That's what you need to do. You've got to get in front of them. Don't be nervous about it. Don't be anxious. Don't feel like you're going to be disturbing them or annoying them. Laura Rigby left a corporate career because of this business. She is at home with her boys because of this business. Pick your phone up and ring people and share that with them. Have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Charlotte. Bye.
Bye.